everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back. I hope you had a good weekend. Today is Monday, August 17th, 2009. And we are going to be working on a model in the calendar. It's called Summer Love. And what it is a heart, another variation on a heart. It uses a regular piece of origami paper, so get your supplies in hand and we'll get started right away. To begin today, you're going to take your paper with the white side facing up and fold it in half on the diagonal and then open it right back up. Then you are going to fold the top corner down, and you're folding it down so that the point is below the center line here. And I'm just sort of guesstimating this based on the picture. You've got a bit of some white here showing between where this fold is and the corners there. And then the bottom, you're just folding the tip up so that you end up with a little bit of a gap between the two, like so. And then you want to flip your piece around and then fold it in half along that center line. So when you're done, it will look like this. Alright, so I hate it when something that seemingly should be pretty simple winds up taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. There's one fold coming up here on this model that's, well, it's kind of tricky, and I feel like I'm kind of forcing it to happen, so I may not be doing it exactly the way it's intended, but you'll see what I mean when I get there. Because we really don't have that many folds left for this model. You've taken your piece, it looked like this, you folded it in half. And now the next thing that you're going to do is to make a fold. You're folding this top piece over, and it's on an angle starting at the very point down here, and then you can see by the line that I already folded at a bit of an angle across, like so. Now flip the page around so that you're on the side where you have that little bit of a flap. And this next fold is the one that's tricky. And the picture first just shows you folding this flap over. But then when you see the result, you'll see what I mean. Here's the picture. So on the first picture, it just shows fold the little flap over. Well, but when you look at the result, there's actually a little bit more going on in the finished product than just flipping that piece over and letting it be. So from what I could figure out, what it's trying to do is to get you to actually fold out some of the center section, because that's part of the top of the heart there. So when you're folding this bit over, you're kind of pulling it over and down to the point where it starts to pull down some of this opposite side. And then the only way you can get it to smoothly fold it down is to then sort of pinch this bit down like that. So see what I'm doing? You're folding it, when you're folding it over, you're folding it over so far that it pulls part of this side, because you've started over here, and you're folding it over enough so that it pulls part of this side down with it. And then you're evening it out by folding down some of that opposite side. And that's how it ends up looking. And then that way you've created more of a space up here. So once you've got this done, then the next thing that you're going to do is to fold each of these points in, because we're sort of rounding off the edges here to create our heart. And finally on the bottom, you're just folding these little pointed bits over. One, and then the other. So then when you turn the bit around, or the whole thing around, you've got another heart, which is a little bit more of a struggle than it seems like it should have been. And here's the couple of things to watch out for. Because there's no measurement as to how far down when you fold that very first flap down along that center line, you really want to make sure you don't go too far down. I did that. And then this was all very much out of proportion because it was very long and narrow rather than sort of more stumpy. These came up much higher when the little flap in the back went down further. So that's one shortcoming. And then just again, this is a little bit of a tricky fold here to get it so that you've got a bit of a break here in the heart at the top. So good luck with this one. It's a little tricky for what seemingly should be very simple. So they say that the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and to expect a different result. So I guess perhaps I'm insane because tomorrow, lo and behold, we have another model that's using newspaper. But I'm going to try it. This one uses 2 full sheets of newspaper and we're making a pair of slippers. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that however this is figured out, it will work with the newspaper that I have. So come prepared, newspaper in hand, and we're going to try to see if we can get this one to work. Fingers crossed. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm going to try it.